in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Vou ligar pra você durante o jogo. Essa tem que começar aqui. Ok. Love you.
In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Using.
Hey, what the fuck is in there?
happen. He knew what was about to happen. Wait a moment. Wait a moment.
I see it now. I see it now.
Let it do it to you, Brad. What? 8 straight.
To show to you that I'm more good than I am bad.
Stop it. They have a family. Don't do it to them.
And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
A 1v5.
And he's sniped by Illusion.
Ranity's gonna get gunned again. That was a great nade by Mayo.
Should never have gotten that 3-piece.
Yeah, somewhere deep inside of you, I know you want me to. You're just afraid to say.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Shifty, here joined by Breezy, as today we bring you Season 2, Week 2 of the K7 League. We're going to have that match at the very top of your bracket. That is Knights Templar versus Saints Academy. And right now, that is a 2 seed versus a 15 seed. So maybe a bit of a David versus Goliath match ahead of us. Breezy, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How about you?
Oh, living the dream. I'm excited to commentate some Call of Duty. It's always a good night when I can get in and around this game in ways other than being forced to play it. So I thoroughly enjoy my opportunities to commentate here, and I think we're potentially looking at what could be a good match, provided that Saints Academy shows up and is ready to fry.
I would agree with that, but I don't know nothing about Saints Academy. I literally know nothing about this team whatsoever, but we do know how good Knights Templar is, so Saints Academy's got to show me something, man.
They're no stranger in any stretch of the imagination, no stranger to the higher tier matches, being Knights Templar, that is, as they made it almost all the way through the end. I believe they did play in the finals of the last season against that natural talent squad. So Knights Templar again coming in at the 2 seed, no stranger to the top half of the bracket. As let's take a look at our maps today. It is going to be a pretty stereotypical best of 5. We have Hardpoint here on Hackney, Search and Destroy on Gunrunner, Domination on St. Petro, then Hardpoint and Search and Destroy on Azir Cave and Arklov, should we get there. Honestly, I know Hackney Yard is a very sub-forward map, so if you are Saints Academy here, it's going to be a good idea to come out hot and fast and get first blood if at all possible.
Absolutely, and obviously, you know, we know a lot about Knights Templar, right? Like, we know how good they are at respawns. From the last time that we casted them, Shifty, if you can remember that far back.
Unlikely, but go ahead.
But I think if Saints Academy wants to at least make this a competitive series, I would expect them to try to take maps 2 and 4.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
You got to be able to take a search and respawn if you can.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that under any stretch of the imagination. I think winning those S&Ds, especially because there are 2 of them per best of 5, we often call the S&Ds the swing maps, can be extremely influential for the rest of the series. But one thing that I will say is that in my experience with Knights Templar in both the match that you and I commentated and also the finals that we had saw previously in the last season, they struggle at domination. So they are a very slaying forward squad. They do a good job of picking up cuts and knowing when to rotate and playing very cohesively as a team. But one thing that I've seen them struggle with in recent past is their domination. So if Saints Academy is able to steal that second map and then ride that momentum into stealing a domination as well, things could go very, very wrong very quickly for the side of Knights Templar. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome, as it is going to be a 2 seed versus a 15 seed matchup. Like I said, a bit of a David versus Goliath. But if you are for that Saints Academy, you cannot shy away from the competition. You have to come in strong.
Absolutely. Kind of curious to get your thoughts on these predictions, man. What are you feeling?
So let's take a look at the lookout provided by Rogue Energy real quick, and we'll see these stats here, and I think I'll make a bit more of an informed guess. And again, as we were talking about that domination, tending to be Knights Templars, their Achilles heel, if you will, as them and Saints Academy, pretty similar KDs. Granted, the respawn modes are not always dictated by kills, but definitely a big driving factor to be able to steal a victory if you can. So, I mean, just based on the stats alone, there's a seeding for a reason as well. I personally am going to take Knights Templar 3-0. No shade to the St. Clair Saints. That's... they have an opportunity here. I think the maps have been laid out in a way that they may be able to steal one if they can. But if everything goes according to the lookout, again, provided by Rogue Energy, thanks to them, if everything goes according to that plan, then I think Knights Templar is going to run away with this relatively quickly.
I agree. I'm just going to go and make it bold. Knights Templar 3-0 by a landslide, man. I don't really see it being too competitive if we're going based off of the lookout that we are being provided with, sorry. But crazier things have happened, right? Like Saints come out and literally create an upset for the first game of the night, which that would be really crazy because we don't really see too many of those here in K7. So I'm going Knights Templar 3-0. I could be wrong, but hey.
I will say, if it is a 3-1, a 3-1 could definitely be possible. But if it is, then I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Saints Academy will steal the domination. So if that is the case, then I think we will see Knights Templar jump up to a quick 2-0 victory in the first two maps, and maybe Saints Academy can bring it back around in their favor for round number 3. Is again, these lookout stats normally pretty indicative of how the teams tend to play. So with domination being something that is so close between the two, I could see Saints Academy running away with a 3, or running away with that map 3 if at all possible.
Actually, I'm taking it back. All right, taking the prediction back. I'm going with the upset, Saints Academy in 5.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I see some Saints Academy love in the chat, which is great. We appreciate you guys being in here and around the stream as well. Please, by all means, put your predictions in the chat. We love to see it. I just am going off of what I have previously seen, and Knights Templar tends to be a pretty strong squad. But there is a lot of competitive teams in this league now, and I've kind of watched it grow from last season and watched a lot of the skill in the individual teams improve. So it'll be interesting to see how this one cracks up. I believe we're in the process of getting the lobby squared away, and then we'll be able to bring you that first map on Hackney Yard. I'm really, really excited to see it.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this Hackney plays out, to be honest. Especially since I don't personally know too much about Saints Academy. Kind of just curious to see how they come out and hit Knights Templar in the mouth, if you will. Because you want to be able to come out really aggressive right off the bat, right? It's like, it's a brand new season. You got to come out and...
Oh, you have to hit the ground running.
But...
Absolutely. I mean, you have to hit the ground running if you want to go, and then that's not even just true with the upsets. That's true with any series in this game. Getting off to a hot start is extremely important. I've talked about it a million times with other casters about how much Call of Duty is a mental forward game. So being able to come out and strike first blood really kind of helps boost the morale. And then I'll even go so far as to say COD is a 70-30 game when it comes to mindset, that mindset being oh so important. I mean, you have to walk into every gunfight like you're going to fry. And if that is the case, we very well might see the Saints Academy squad pull this one out. So I have also just received some information earlier that Rybo, one of the main slaying players for the side of Knights Templar, is not going to be here tonight. So that may throw a bit of a wrinkle into things as well. See if, and this is where the rest of that Knights Templar squad kind of learns something about themselves and see how they play without one of their slaying forward players. So.
Absolutely, and if we can use like the old cliche from like, you know, basketball or football, it's basically next man up, right? Rybo is benching himself or whatever the case may be. We don't fully know all the details. So now it's like that next man up to kind of like stand out and showcase what they have, right? As an individual and as a team. So I'm really curious to see how that all unfolds here as we're waiting for map 1 to get started up. Because I mean, on paper, you would look at Knights Templar as like a whole unit with Rybo included. They are, I mean, would you say they are the 2 seed? I mean, you're a 2 seed for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean these seeds weren't picked at random, so.
Right. Off the eye test, Knights Templar should easily run away with map 1. But you never know, because like we said, it comes down to, you know, who can come out swinging, who can come out being like that dominant team right off the bat.
I don't disagree with you.
Knights Templar could be hurting right now. I mean, we don't really know what to expect, but I do believe we're getting ready to load into map number 1, Shifty.
I hope so, as yes, we are going to be seeing this very beautiful introductory graphic here for the map of Hackney Yard as we are loading up into the lobby as of current. Again, Knights Templar versus Saints Academy. If you are the Saints Academy squad, you're going to have to try and work your way into this P1 area and hang on, because Knights Templar is not going to go without a fight as we see both teams converging towards P1. We're going to have some big gunfights come in here. Some nice kills come in from across the map, which opens up that P2 area. We know how important snagging those P2 spawns on this map is definitely, I mean, especially for the first rotation. If you do want to get off to a hot start, you got to pick up the entry kills. You got to push past and get that P2 control.
Absolutely, and I mean, you know, like you just mentioned, that P2 hill is very crucial, right? That's like a big money hill that we consider in this Call of Duty in particular. So that battle for spawns is going to flip, I would say, a lot throughout this first map, as we're going to see Saints Academy off to a pretty quick lead here by like the first 30 points. So I don't know what's going on so far. I guess it's a slow start for Knights Templar, which we're not really used to seeing that, if you will. So
well, but I think a lot of that, to be fair, I think a lot of that had to do with them playing passively on purpose. They were holding that back half of the map to ensure that nobody from Saints Academy was able to push up and around and flip those spawns, as right now that Money Hill has activated and we're seeing nothing but red side control. Take a look at that mini map down in the bottom left corner as everybody on that red team is now coerced to the east side of the map and is ensuring that nobody from Saints Academy is able to weasel their way in behind them, as big kills will come in from Badger as well as Magnifico. As who is that? It's a little blurry. Is that Ducky? Is that his name, Ducky? Is that what that is? I can't tell, but I can tell that he's 9-2. And he's off to a hot start with that M4 as well. So Knights Templar, even though they were down by about 20 seconds after P1, flipping that on its head and will take almost a 20-point lead as we rotate to P3.
Yeah, that was like a crazy sequence that we just saw from Knights Templar right there, as they're starting to wake up, if you will. Like, the guns are getting overheated, essentially, if we could use that. But I don't count Saints Academy out just yet, right? As we are, looks like we're fighting over this P3. What we call that? The smokestacks? Is that what we call that?
Yeah, smokestacks is the name that pops up when the hardpoint pops. That's the name that the developers have given it, as it is located directly underneath the smokestacks of that top heaven area. As both teams trading kills back and forth, as Saints Academy will be able to tie it back up and ascertain a bit of a lead here as some big kills go down in favor of Saints Academy and almost all yellow kill feed. Only one kill getting popped from Knights Templar as we will be rotating towards this bottom green area. And again, take a look at those red specks on your map. They are already set up for P4 and now raining hell down on the last members of Saints Academy who have yet to make it inside.
Right, and we can talk about the kill feed real quick. It was literally nothing but red. As you can see, Knights Templar trying to crawl their way back, going into P4, and that's another hard hill to break, right? Like
that's very hard. Yeah.
A lot of teams like to push in individually instead of doing like a 2-man push or a 3-man push, essentially. But nonetheless, they're not that far behind, as they could potentially snag the lead back here. And I'm really curious to see what like Magnifico and company can actually do to finish this game out, because you want to have like an advantageous like advantage on the map, right?
Absolutely.
Use that. Like, I stole a word from you. Sorry.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. The advantageous spawns, oh so important for P4. Yeah, you're right. But one thing that I will say too is that this hill is very scrappy, because you just saw Ducky right there slide in with almost no contesting as he was able to stop Saints Academy from snagging some points for at least 2 or 3 seconds there before the 2 players draped in yellow was slid around the corner and put him down. As now P5 has popped, we do see Saints Academy getting the early rotation, and this is the definition of a money hill. It is very rare that you see teams full break P5 if the opposite squad was able to get across the map first and put their angles in check. As John Wick, you see him inside the hill there. He is 4-13. Want to see him pick it up a little bit as he does snag his 5th kill, preventing Dill from getting inside of the hill, as I just rhymed 3 times there. As a 20-plus second lead in favor of Saints Academy. Only 24 seconds left on this hard point. This is going to be chalked for Knights Templar, as we are going to see Magnifico and the rest of the red squad rotate over towards P1 and see if they can get that locked down for the second set of rotations here.
Yeah, and I was going to touch on the fact that we haven't really talked about Magnifico a whole lot, as he's struggling right now. Like, his KD ratio isn't what we're used to seeing in the past, right? Either is John Wick, so I'm curious to see if they can possibly like bring that up before this game reaches that 250 mark before the time ends. Which we don't really see that too often, so we'll definitely get to see the 250, I would hope. But nonetheless, I wanted to bring that up real quick, because we don't really see these players too often, and we know how good they are, so I kind of want to see these guys pick up the slack a little bit. Not saying that they're costing their team by any means, even though they are down 53, 54 points to the Saints Academy team, who just came out pretty hot, like we said before we kicked this off, right? So that's, if you're a Saints Academy fan, that's great to see. You love to see your team come out and click on all cylinders.
Well, and click on cylinders is exactly what they are doing right now, as they are about to eclipse the 175 mark. Realistically, only about a hill and a quarter away from taking this map, as Knights Templar unable to break into P1 for even a second there, as they will get the rotations to P2, but they're going to have to grab a full 60 if they want to make this competitive. Ducky getting shot down by 2 members of Saints Academy. Nice hold so far from KT, though, as doesn't look like Saints has been able to push in. 1 player will make it through the smoke. Nice trade from Ducky there, as he just stopped a catastrophe potentially for that Knights Templar squad. As now everybody from the yellow team conversing towards that east side of the map, but honestly, they don't want to play too overzealous. They very well can bring this to a halt if they play slow and rotate towards P3, but doesn't look like they're going to do that, as all kills still popping in favor of P2, which is a problem because now Knights Templar spawns past that mid-map area and are now ready for P3.
Yeah, and I was getting ready to say, like, this is kind of getting what I like to use is mathematically impossible, but we all know that that's a damn lie, because if Knights Templar can win a lot more gunfights, get that early rotation with like 20-30 seconds, right, they can potentially come back and steal this map 1. But right now it is literally like back and forth in the slaying department, as we see from the kill feed. I'm really curious though, Shifty, like, what do you think the like mindset is right now with Knights Templar without having Rybo on this roster?
Oh, I think confidence is key. I mean, if you're confident in your team, I mean, one player isn't going to make or break it, I think, especially when you're coming into what is such a heavy-handed match in your favor. But, I mean, confidence is key. So if they are lacking in that department, it's very easy to see why Knights Templar is putting them in the position that they are as of current. But, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I know that Knights Templar is a team that sometimes does converge around how Rybo plays, so I'm sure it maybe changes up their mindsets in terms of what I need to be looking at, how I need to be setting up, etc. But right now, they still look pretty decent, in pretty decent position, as they are down by about 30 points, but Badger will be able to make it in and now pop a smoke, or actually flash himself there. Confused as to why he threw that, but either which way. 40 seconds left on the hard point. Gonna have two players converging on his front side. Will not be able to pick up a kill. Immediate trades from Knights Templar, though, as now kill's gonna fly back and forth. Big entry kill from Saints Academy, but immediately traded off. Neither team able to get heads or tails of a lead here on P4 with about 24 seconds left.
Yeah, and this P4 is really scrappy right now, and we expect that, and it got really, like, scary there for a second, right? Like, if you're Knights Templar, you could have literally, like, gave yourself the lead right there, but you lost some crucial gunfights, which is very unfortunate, but you're still in it nonetheless, and you look at, like, the stats on both sides, it's kind of...
Yeah, but look at the rotations right now, dude.
Right?
Look at the rotations right now, dude. Oh, man, Knights Templar.
Rotations, bro. That's key.
Oh,
You gotta be able to rotate.
John Wick stopping it from a full team wipe as now everybody from Saints Academy trying to hustle to the front side of P5.
Oh, no.
Templar can win it on this hill, and they look primed to do so. Nobody from Saints Academy able to even break past the middle map line. They're down by bottom yellow. Just now, finally, Saints Academy getting their first kill in about 10 seconds as that kill feed is still all red. Knights Templar has flipped a switch, and they very well may take it here on this last hard point.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, you saw Saints Academy not even be able to reach that 50-yard line, right? As we like to say. And right here, like, that really...
It's over.
That really
It's
that
over.
broke them. That rotation
Oh,
that
wow.
they just gave up to Knights Templar broke them.
That was
As you're gonna see
crazy.
250, 213. That was a wild comeback from KT right there. But
Wow.
nonetheless, hey, Saints Academy, they played pretty well. I'm not going to lie. They played really great to the final,
yeah.
like, moment. Like, the final
Yeah, dude,
two
they strutted their stuff. I mean, I'm really interested to see how the final scoreboard looks here. 16, 26, 17, 36, 27. So Knights Templar, I mean, handily outslaying the Saints Academy squad there.
Yeah,
But
I was going to say that too earlier.
I mean,
It was like,
handily. I mean, they handled
they were
them.
winning, like, the slaying, right? Like, they were dominating the slaying department, but they were losing the game. And then all of a sudden, like you said, they flipped that switch and they took over the remainder of the time on P4, and they got that quick and early rotation to P5 or whatever that was right there. I can't really remember on hand because it happened so fast.
P5, yeah. P5 was where they won, yeah.
KT gets that early rotation. They lock that down. You're not able to get past that 50-yard line if you're Saints Academy, and you just... It's tough to see, man. You really hate to see that. Like, you got to be able to rotate early. Rotations are key, and it sets the tempo, right?
Well,
Like,
one thing, too...
You set the tempo with that.
I agree. One thing, too, that I think we saw Saints Academy do a little bit too much was fight for the scrap time. We know they had the lead, so maybe they were comfortable with challenging for the last 20 to 15 seconds of every hill, but that is not going to be how you do it, as Knights Templar show that in prime fashion, as they were able to snag that early rotation to P5 and absolutely shut them down. Really, really solid back half of that hard point for the side of Knights Templar as they take a 1-0 advantage, as we're going to hop to a very, very quick break as we get the lobby set up. Don't go anywhere. We have map number 2, Search and Destroy on Gunrunner, right after this.
Hello, everybody. We are back. We are getting ready for Search and Destroy on Gun Runner. This ought to be a good one, as if you're just tuning in, Knights Templar did take map 1 on that Hackney Hardpoint by the score of 250 to 213 over Saints Academy. I'm really curious to see how this map 2 plays out. I'm looking to see if Saints Academy can probably like bounce back, try to get some confidence, if you will, because they look
Absolutely.
good map 1. Not gonna lie, they look great map 1, but those last couple of hills, or like Shifty said, you fight for the scrap time against a really good team, it'll come back to bite you, and that's what happened at the very end of that game. But you never know, man. That's behind you. You just got to look past it and get ready for map 2.
Absolutely. I mean, well, and I will say, based on the score of map number 1, it was not something that you need to lose confidence over, because for a long time there we thought that Saints Academy might end up running away with it after a very nice hold in P4 and P5 from the side of Knights Templar, able to finally bring that one back to their advantage. So Search and Destroy, definitely a team, definitely a game rather, that you want to steal if you are the lower seed, because you do have 2 of those per best of 5. Again, we called them the swing maps earlier, as a lot of teams go for the, if we can steal one respawn and then end up stealing both S&Ds, we typically do a pretty good job. So definitely something you want to see for that side of Saints Academy. Don't think you're counted out quite yet. The series is only 1-0 if you are just joining us, like my man Breezy said here, as Search and Destroy on Gunrunner. Definitely a fluky map, but I will say Knights Templar has shown an affinity for Search and Destroy as of recently. They've typically done a pretty damn good job of closing out their S&Ds. So last time I was here on K7, it was the grand finals for last week's tournament, and I saw a 5-1 comeback on this map, so hopefully they don't pull at my heartstrings like that again this time, because I thought I was going to have an aneurysm.
Yeah, that was crazy, right? Like, I remember that. I was watching, of course. That was a very crazy comeback, and shout out to Comica for his little superstitious thing that he put out there. So shout out to him.
Absolutely, that infamous round 7 definitely could be a swing round in a match that was looking to be as close as that first hardpoint was. So see if they can use some of that momentum and backfill into map number 2 here, as I believe we are waiting for the lobby to get rekindled here, and waiting for everybody to be able to load up and see, as Saints Academy here definitely in prime position to take a second map if at all possible. We've seen that across multiple matches here, the lower seed team able to bring something back home, as S&D going to be a prime place to do that.
Absolutely. I'm curious to, like I said, man, I'm really curious to see how Saints Academy bounces back after that really tough map 1 loss. You know, like, how do you come back? What's your mindset like? You know, what are they going over right now in comms? What's the vibes like? Hopefully everything is calm, cool, and collected, because you don't want to come out and literally just throw map 2 away after a heartbreak map 1, right?
I mean, especially when you had such a huge lead. I mean, we had almost a 70-point lead for the side of Saints Academy there for quite a while, as Knights Templar was able to bring it back full circle. But I just really want to get this map loaded up, because I really want to see what Saints Academy is going to do here for the S&D. I'd really like to see how they plan on coercing and conversing around the map, and seeing if they can play some nice trades here. We know that Gunrunner is a map that has a lot of small confined spaces as well as some wide open ones, so being in that prime position to play those trades are going to be oh so important.
Yeah, and my question for you, Shifty, is like, do you see any like A plants coming, or is it just going to be nothing but B pushes the whole time on both sides?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure. We know B is a very heavily biased bomb, if you will be so inclined to say so, is We might see some B pushes here. I will say A tends to be the desperation bomb plant. We'll see maybe like one smoke push or something like that across to that A site. But I think we'll see some pretty prototypical S&D here from both squads. I think we'll see a lot more B favorage. That's just kind of how it works typically. As oh my goodness, we're taking forever. I just want to get the map started.
Yeah, I'm itching to see this second map get started, man. I'm really excited to see what happens. I want to see this all unfold and have like a crazy map. Not too crazy to the extreme to where we could lose Shifty, guys. All right, we don't want him to die on.
Dude, I'm telling you right now that if my nose starts bleeding, I'm peacing out. I'm peacing out because I about had a stroke last time I played. I commentated this map, so. It'll be good to see both teams come out and punch each other in the mouth here. As let's see how this goes. What's up, everybody in the chat? Hope you guys are having a good day.
Oh, we're getting cooked in the chat.
Oh, dude, it's
biased and everything.
It is what it is, man.
My mic isn't working that well, where they can't hear me. Apparently,
it is what it is.
The deal is.
It is what it is, baby. That's why a lot of commentators that I work with, fun fact, don't read the chat, but I like to have that kind of live feedback. I think it's good. I think it gives me something to work on too, because also a lot of times I will say that just because I'm a commentator doesn't mean that I see everything. So sometimes I even see people in the chat call things out that I had no idea were going on. So definitely. Good to see everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us. Again, if we could throw up the lookout for me, Hero, you sexy beast on the production. Again, powered by Rogue Energy. Thanks to them for helping provide the ability for us to do these lookout stats. Is right now. Take a look at the stats on your screen and let them soak in. We'll see how this goes.
Okay, on paper, we can both collectively agree on paper this should go in favor of Knights Templar, right? Just off the lookout itself. That doesn't mean that the game will play out that way, but on paper this is Knights Templar by a long shot.
Oh,
the stats don't lie.
The people in the chat that are calling us biased. That's all right. Well, I'm okay with it. I don't need to pound the point. I don't need to pound the point home anymore. I'm cool with it. That's fine.
See, like I wouldn't even call us biased. All right, we just call things the way that we see them. It's not being biased. Like if there's a team literally playing a certain way, you're gonna call them out on it, and you're kind of gonna favor the other team because of how everything is unfolding on the map. It's not being biased whatsoever.
I agree with you.
Dude, I would be like, nah, dude, Knights Templar by a long shot. Knights Templar this. I wouldn't even care about casting this game, and I wouldn't be a caster if I was biased. Let's just get that out of the way. Okay, now I'm getting fired up, and I'm getting pissed off.
Yeah, well, don't do that. Then they win. Don't do that. Then they win.
They ain't never
Breezy.
gonna defeat me.
Then they win, Breezy. It's cool, bro. I'm glad to be here. Everybody, I'm glad that you guys are all here as well, joining us and helping feed into the league, potentially starting some bad blood between the Knights Templars and Saints Academy. That's what I really want to see. As creating a narrative is always a fun way to go about it. You always love to see the bad blood between two teams and read the gulag chat after the matches are over. Yeah. That's always the best part. Is can we throw the bracket up on stream here and see again who is where? Again, you are joining us for the first map in the top half. That is going to be Knights Templar versus Saints Academy. Later tonight, we have Malicious Esports versus Dredge Esports, something that I've never even seen either of those teams. I've heard a lot of positive things about Malicious here recently. But it'll be interesting to see them continue on in this series later tonight. I don't believe I will be joined. I will be in the chat for that, so it's a shame. But we are still waiting. As us casters, you know what?
What's the final scoreline for
just to really rub some people the wrong way, I'm gonna say Knights Templar in a 6-0. Just to really rub some people, just to rub some people the wrong way.
You fell for the bait.
Yeah, just be a nice
guy.
If I'm being serious, I think based on how we saw the first map go, I'm gonna say 6-4, 6-4 Knights Templar.
I'm going with a solid 6-4 in favor of Saints Academy, just so I don't look like I'm biased.
Hey, bro, that's cool, man. That's fine. I'll continue to play devil's advocate. That's fine with me, baby.
Saints Academy's bouncing back right here. They're taking map 2. They're going to come out swinging in map 3. We're going to have a series on our hands. I said it. I'm cool with it. I'll stand by it.
Hey, man, I'm cool. I'm just excited to actually see some more Call of Duty instead of continuing to stare straight into the eyes of these wonderful graphics. I just love it.
Also, to touch on what you said about map 2, or the second game of the night, actually, I don't know anything about those two teams either. And I'm really curious to see how that unfolds tonight. I've heard really good things as well from both organizations. So that'll be a fun matchup, I would assume, on paper. I mean, obviously, we got to wait till we get to that point. But it's a shame that you won't be here, Shifty. It's a shame. Yeah, I love having you here, man. You're great vibes. You're a good dude. And you're sexy as fuck, man. Dude,
thank you. I appreciate that. It's a shame that we can't get the cameras working. Y'all are talking about how Breezy needs a new mic. We need to start a GoFundMe to get Hero a better computer, or some more RAM. He needs some more RAM.
On that, I don't know what's going on with my mic. I don't know why they can't hear me. I mean, I'm talking as loud as I can.
Well, I think that might be part of the problem because if you're
touching my lip, bro.
So it's peeking out. It's peeking out is what's happening. So just tech talk for you here. There is a certain sweet spot for the mic, and if you talk louder, it typically just peaks, which is what they are saying as of current. So that's why they're saying that it sounds like you're eating your mic because it is peaking out. That happens. That is part of it. However, wow, this lobby is taking forever.
Let's hope that the second game tonight, my mic actually wants to cooperate.
What's up, Crixus? What's up, Crixus? How are you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by and looking at the chat. Thanks, JP. We appreciate you being here as well.
But all right, we are going to be taking a quick break as we just got that go ahead from Hero. We'll be right back for map number 2. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll see you in a minute.
Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this
All right, we are back.
Nope.
No, we're not.
Nope. Quick break. We're missing one more player. We'll be right back for this.
Pull my heart out of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart and watch it burn. Tear me apart and watch it burn. All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it. Mouth to mouth, I breathe you in, swallow down your jagged sin.
Hello, now we're back. Again, I am Shifty here, joined by Breezy Cass, as we have the map 2 of this best of 5 series. Knights Templar is currently up 1-0. It is going to be Gun Runner S&D. So we should be hopping into that very quickly now, as I believe the players have figured everything out. As we are currently loading up the map, I believe. As the lobby is getting loaded up as we speak. We have one player. Is that one player in Codcaster still?
Yes. It looks like it. Yeah.
2 people on?
No.
I can't read.
No, I don't believe. I think everybody's here and ready to get started. I don't believe anybody's still in Codcaster. Other than our lovely refs, who deserves a quick little shout out. They're doing an amazing job, like always.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to those guys that are working their rear ends off to get really good servers and everything for these lovely teams.
I agree. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to all of the sponsors that make this happen at Rogue Energy. Get good hosts for providing good internet for our players to play on. Fade grips, the whole 9 yards. Big shout out to everybody that helps make this league possible. Again, I'm Shifty here, joined by Breezy. If you guys like our casting tonight, make sure to follow us on Twitter at ShiftyHJP and at BreezyCass. Make sure to follow K7 League as well. They
And
have a lot of stuff popping off on Twitter as well. So
also, quick shout out to Hero, who is the man behind this lovely production. Like always, he's doing a really great job, and we couldn't do our jobs without him. So shout out to Hero for putting all this together and making everything possible here in the K7 League. We fucking love you, man.
really excited to just have the map play.
I like you guys too. Sorry about that. Somebody's PSN literally just.
Somebody's PSN just what?
Oh my god.
Oh lord, no. That's unfortunate. So
What happened?
Somebody's
somebody's
PSN.
PSN ran out.
Some subscription just.
What the fuck? Okay, so we're just gonna go to a quick break while they get that fixed?
They're renewing it right now.
No.
Oh, okay,
What?
so is that one more quick break while we get that situated, Hero?
What a terrible opportunity for it to go
Damn.
out.
Just like,
Damn.
just come and cast, right? And like, what the hell, dude? This is the first time that's ever happened during a
I've
match.
never seen that. I've actually never seen that. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's.
that's the
I mean,
first
that's
time
why.
for me.
Well, to be fair, that's the downside to online leagues, though, right? I mean, sometimes you a little short on the milk money, and you just couldn't pay for the renewal, dude. Sometimes that happens. No judgment from me, but it's a terrible opportunity for that to happen.
Absolutely,
But
that sucks.
who was it? Do we know?
It's somebody from KT's roster.
It's all their fault.
Dude, that's
It's all Knights Temp.
when I read that. I need to make sure
just
I read
be
that.
a
right.
Saints Academy fan. There you go.
Sorry
Is that
for
better?
all the viewers that are here,
Is
man.
that better? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? I'm not a Saints Academy fan.
You're lagging.
You're lagging.
So Hero, we just gonna take another quick break while they get this
No,
situated.
they're going to their sides right now. I think it was Badger. That's who's PSN right
Well,
now.
shout out
Holy
to Badger
cow.
for literally not keeping up with when his subscription runs out.
Scrambling to find the code on the back of the card. Went to the 7-Eleven down the street and picked up the card.
Oh man, that's a tough scene.
Say my name, say my name. Cole, I got you. Cole, I got you. When no one is around you.
That's what KT was singing today in the morning.
Bro, it's a banger song.
It is. We should play it during the break, but I don't want to get.
I mean,
copyrighted for.
Yeah. Well, didn't you wait? What was that dubstep song that you played a minute ago? Because I've heard that.
That's
so.
Corella. Come and get it. I think is that the one you're referring
Ah, yeah. I saw Starzy. Starzy said that we needed to leave that music in 2012. So. Did that really come out in 2012, dude? That would make me feel old if that's when it came out.
I don't know. The chat's just trolling like crazy tonight, bro. It's insane. Because
It's been awesome.
I was informed during our first intermission that people can hear me just fine. The chat is just trolling and trying to get under my skin. So you know what, chat? Fucking hate you guys. I'm just kidding.
It's working. It sounds like it's working. It sounds like it's working, dude. You can't let that happen. Then they win.
I was told that I sound fine from a few people in my Twitter DM.
Yeah, Mitchell. Yeah, that's a good idea. Can anybody just type out their full credit card information in the chat, along with your social security number and your address? Would be great. You guys could just go ahead and drop that in the chat for me. Be awesome.
So I think they're gonna get a sub in right now.
Oh, they just snapped
Jesus.
this out. They just snapped. So they really were letting him go down the street to 7-Eleven to try and buy
they got
buy a card.
I think Rybo. Oh no, Sky's making an appearance. All right, Sky from he played for the Sapphire Wolves, so they're gonna get Sky in the lobby right now. And
You won't hate me more than I hate me, buddy. Starzy, don't say that, dude. You're a gorgeous man. Gorgeous man. I've met this guy Starzy in real life. He's a gorgeous individual.
I'm just saying, I don't hate anybody, bro. It's all jokes, man. Like, you guys are just trolling, having a good time. That's what it's all about. Why
Oh,
we're
dude,
sitting here doing our awesome jobs that literally
the best
wish
part
they could
about
do
it,
for
bro,
a living. So
the best part about it is that they talk in the chat, not realizing that they're adding to the viewer count. So it doesn't.
Right.
At the end of the day, it
I
doesn't
could've
really
been
matter.
that- I could have been like that. I could have been like Parasite from back in like Black Ops 2, right? Where he'd be like, "You're watching me play."
Sitting here watching.
You're sitting here watching
Come
me
home.
play.
Rambo, come home so I can see you dazzle on the sticks, baby.
And then, in the words of my boy Sloss, I'm in your head, boy.
So we're
Yeah,
starting
is
the
there-
game finally. So they finally,
Baby, nice.
yeah, everybody's
Let's
in
go,
here.
map
Sky
two, get
just
ready
got
to
in.
load up,
So
bro.
yeah.
Good deal. Cool.
I'm eating you alive.
This was awesome. This was a great break. This was awesome. Yeah, show me that sexy gun runner graphic. No? Okay, cool. Oh, he's come back to life.
All right. Well, there we go.
Cool. There we go.
We're
Map
finally
number
loading
2
up.
finally going to get underway. It is going to be search and destroy on Gun Runner here. Again, if you're just joining us, Knights Templar up 1-0 in the series. As we did have one of the members from Knights Templar's PSN run out, so it's nice to see that they did have a sub on call. That's the whole point of the subs there. As we will see this one pop off. All 5 players on each team. That's a good sign as Badger going to sprint straight towards the boiler area and see if he can catch somebody from Saints Academy not looking.
Yeah, Badger here he's got like a really powerful angle. I really like where he's positioned on the map because that's what it's about in Search and Destroy, right? You want the power positions. You want to be there to be able to rotate quick if needed. And so far, we still got like a stalemate. Not a whole lot going on here, Shifty, as no players have really like made any kind of engagements whatsoever.
Magnifico was able to snag a cross-map Semtex there onto Priestley and open up that B site that we know is so heavily favored on this map as Badger laying around the corner here is John Wick trying to play the sneaky play. Will have Saucy come out and trade that one off as he picks up 2 kills before he gets traded back by Magnifico. Now a 3v2 as he will drop as well. John Wick will snag another one though. Now a 1v2. He's got a tough situation ahead of him. Only 20 seconds left as Knights Templar will put him down and steal the first round. However, we do know that this map is very offensively favored. So being able to push in, get that bomb down, and retreat back to play your defensive roles is very easy as opposed to breaking into a site on the defense. So it's going to be extremely, extremely important for each squad here to be able to steal whatever defensive rounds that they can.
Yeah, absolutely, and hopefully, John Wick don't get caught again trying to throw a flash or a stun, whatever that was, because that was really unfortunate timing for him. As nonetheless, KT up 1-0 in this Search and Destroy as we are on board with the side of Saints Academy. I like to really see how they play this their offensive round here, bro. Is there some clean shots coming in, as you just pointed out. As he's going to get tagged up real quick. He's going to get his trophy system down. I can't make out who that is. But he's got the smart play, right? Use your field upgrades. Do everything you got to do to try to stay alive on the map because it could get really scary when you get naded, flashed, whatever the case is, man.
Knights Templar. Yeah, throwing some smokes down. It was a big smoke, actually, because it will allow them to potentially push up towards that B site. You've got Ducky on your screen right now as that bomb is going to be getting planted towards B. It is now popped. As now the members of Knights Templar need to try and converge around that site. It is a 3v2 in their favor. Make it a 3v1 as Sky will steal another one. Last player alive for Saints Academy as he will get sniffed out as well. So back-to-back round wins from Knights Templar there as they take an offense and a defense. Saints Academy still not out of the woods yet for Knights Templar, but Saints Academy definitely want to clap back here and try and steal a defense in return if they can, as we'll go into round number 3 after this bomb gets fully defused. Priestley, though, on your screen earlier, snagging 2 nice kills, including one onto the player who was top blue boxes, was opening it up for them, and that's what allowed them to get up forward and push that B bomb site and put the bomb down. However, just not coming to fruition. Knights Templar was able to snag first blood both rounds as well and put the immediate number advantage in their favor. We'll see if that is a indicative of what's to come, if you will. As Badger in here holding that middle map angle is everybody from Saints Academy playing very slow, holding back past the 50-yard line as he will get tagged up. Badger putting some shots into John Wick as well, and Ducky will take the first blood. Immediate numbers advantage once again back to KT. 5-4 here as that bomb looks again like it's going to be pushed towards B.
Yeah, and it looks like Saints Academy, they got like that really slow approach to them for S&D, right? And when you're playing against a number 2 seed in this league, you need to match the aggression. You need to get up in KT's face, put some pressure on the map. If not, this is going to get what you predicted, I guess, like a 6-0 in the favor of KT, unless something crazy happens and you start winning some big gunfights and stealing some rounds here, man.
It doesn't look like they're in prime position to do so. Just one player left alive for Saints Academy, as Knights Templar will steal a third round back-to-back round wins. However,
nice shot.
Again, like I said, not out of the woods yet. I did see a 5-1 comeback last weekend that started out very, very similarly to this, with one team kind of controlling the first half of the game and one team flipping a switch and coming back very, very aggressively. So that aggression going to have to be matched now, as we will finally see a full A push. We've got 2 players from Knights Templar pushed all the way up across B. Nobody home, as Priestley here going to be putting some shots down across the map. Saints Academy will lose one. Nice trade, though. It's a 4v4, now 4v3. 3v3 is very pinstripe kill feed here, as both trades coming in. Did we get the bomb down? No. One player dropped the bomb towards A, so it's stuck in a very, very tough spot. Now, as pretty much everybody from Saints Academy going to have to rotate back. They will snag 2 important kills, though. 2v1 numbers advantage in favor of this Saints Academy squad here.
Yeah, can Badger clutch this up and give his team a 4-0 lead, or is this going to be Saints Academy's first round win? Badger is in a really good spot. He does know bomb is down, and he's going to play this back P2 area. He's going to go top AC, and he's going to get tagged up, and just like that, Saints Academy's finally on the board. That was really well played from Saints Academy.
We talked earlier, right?
Right.
We talked about the A hit earlier and whether or not it was going to get busted out early, or maybe they try a couple failed B attempts before a team decides to hit the A site, and Saints Academy waits for no man as they smoked out and pushed straight through A. Did lose the numbers advantage at first, but able to bring it back and sniff out that last player top AC. So great job from them for taking their first round, as now, again, we're going to have Knights Templar back on the offensive, and they look again to favor that B site. Nice shots from Badger as he will peel one. Can't get the kill onto the second as the nade will come in. Nice trade as Priestley will take that one, now 4v4.
That was a nice nade coming from that top blue crate area onto Badger. That's really unfortunate, though, for the side of Knights Templar, as they are losing the numbers advantage here, if I am correct. It is a, is it 3-2? Is it a 3-2 split?
2 now. 2v2 now. 2v1 now.
Well, now
2v1 now, yeah.
So Saints Academy coming alive here in this
yes,
S&D.
they are.
They're looking to snag another round and making this a really interesting S&D, and potentially giving my man Shifty a heart attack, which would be very unfortunate. I don't hope I don't hope for that on you, brother.
You're telling me, dude. You're telling me, dude. I do know that the bomb is down for the Knights Templar squad just outside of their half of green. So taking a look at the map as a whole here, we do have that last player alive, Ducky, who's trying to converge his way across the map. He will get sniffed out. Nice job cranking the Astros there for the last member of Saints Academy as he peeks around the corner and peekaboos with him over towards the blue boxes and was able to cut him down. Great plays there as, again, they knew the bomb was down and they didn't play overzealous. They let him run into his sights and do a good job of stealing their second round. So now, almost knotted up, but Knights Templar will be back on the defensive now. So looking in prime position, if Saints Academy is able to push up and get this bomb down, they very well may be able to tie this up very quickly.
Yeah, it looks like the momentum is slightly shifting in the favor of Saints Academy, right? Like, they just pulled off 2 really good rounds. But you still got a very tough uphill battle against a really solid team. As we're going to look here at Badger, he's going to play this rock heady. That's a really good spot as he is going to get tagged up. He's going to elect to back down, reload, and, you know, get his health back, which is a really smart play. You don't want to be egotistical as he is going to pick up 1. He's looking for the second one backwoods. He's going to get him, I do believe. Some nice shots coming in. These M4s are firing tonight, baby. They are clicking as Badger is going to once again tagged up, and he's going to get naded out. That's really unfortunate as we are it's a 3-2 in favor of Knights Templar here with the man advantage shift.
Indeed, as Nordic taking that power position up at the top blue crates. Priestley trying to slide out and escape, but does bait and switch for Saucy, who was able to push around the backside and steal that kill in return as he's trying to make a quick hit to A. They do know where he's at, though, so they will converge over to the bathroom side. Very nice ego chow from Saucy as he pokes back out. Now 1v1 against Magnifico. Magnifico doesn't have to do anything, though. All he has to do is play his life and lay down behind the rock. Very heads-up play from him, as Knights Templar will avoid the tie there, as Saints Academy did get down to a 1v2. That was almost incredible shots coming out from Saucy there, as the ego chow outside of bathrooms did steal him a kill, but nice play from Magnifico to back down and play his life. So that's a very heads-up play there from him. Is now Saints Academy back on the offensive, and we'll see if they potentially try to hit this A bomb site again. It doesn't look like it. I'm sorry, Knights Templar are actually back on the offensive. That's what I meant to say, the red team. But they are going to heavily favor B. We've seen that a million times. 2 immediately go down for them, though. Knights Templar in a tough spot is now a 5v3, make it a 5v2. Is nobody from Knights Templar able to snag a kill. And this is round 7, too, by the way.
It's all up to Sky here. And if you're Sky, like, you might as well just, you know, kill yourself or something.
Throw a nade at the ground, yeah, throw a nade at the ground.
Like, it's really tough to try to clutch up a 1v5, but if he would have done that, I would have literally lost my effing mind. That would have been something to throw up on the Twitter later, but nonetheless, it's a 4-3 here in favor of KT. I'm curious though, Shifty. Maybe Saints should try to make like another B push again.
I mean, maybe so. Maybe so.
For him 1 round.
Maybe so. I mean, it's one of those things that you feel it out as the game goes on. That was the infamous round 7, though. Shout out to Kamika, as Saints Academy was able to win the 7th round, and we'll see if that reaps the fruits of their labor later, as John Wick taking matters into his own hands and will steal 2 straight kills right off the back across middle. Now a 2v5 in favor of this Saints Academy squad. Make it a 5v1 as Nordic last alive. Can we hop over to his POV really quickly? I'd like to see how he attempts to play it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have time, as he will get chased down towards that mid-tracks area. Great job from Saints Academy being able to full wipe. That was an absolute clean round. Not a single member from the yellow squad going down, as maybe that round 7 was indicative of what is to come, as now the game's all knotted up at 4 a pop as we traverse into round 9 here.
I really hate to say it, but I really think we're cursed as casters, man. And I did predict the Saints Academy will win this 6-4, and it's still possible, right? As they are stringing together some really nice rounds here and there. but I would like to see them do a little bit more, if that makes sense, right? Like,
Really?
right there, they've won 2 rounds by having the man advantage, and that's what's really important in S&D, is you got to be able to keep all your men alive, or at least keep the numbers advantage in your favor. I really just don't know how to really break them down, you know? Like, they're kind of like hit or miss for me right now, Shifty. I don't know if you feel the same way in regards to Saints Academy, but I kind of want to see a little bit more.
I agree, as 3 will go down for them. Nice shots you saw on your screen from Badger, as Knights Templar will make the A push happen, and they push up and get control of that middle map area and put the bomb down. Now 20 seconds left. As one player behind him, that will be Saucy. Very good heads-up play from him and John Wick as they steal 3 kills now, leaving it in a 1v2. They turned the round on its head. Will they be able to play the bait and switch on the bomb, as Nordic did not get out in time, and I very well think... Oh my god, they pulled it off. No way. That was a 5v2 for you guys there, as Saints Academy will pick Knights Templar apart in the middle map area. Nice plays. That was a prime example of them playing great bait and switches and great heads-up team play from the side of Saints Academy, as they turn a 5v2 into a 1v2 and win the round by bait and switching on the bomb. Knights Templar is falling apart at the seams here. We'll see if they can steal this round back, because if not, we're guaranteed a game 4.
Yeah, that was just insane, right? Like, that happened so quick. I literally thought KT had that one in the bag, but that's neither here or there. This is match point for Saints Academy. Let's see if they can pull it out, as it does look like they are they on the defensive or the offensive side here?
The offensive side, as of current, the yellow team does have that bomb, as now we've got both players pushing across. It's looking pretty tough.
4-2. It's a 4-2 here.
Yep, looking pretty tough.
Here.
And the bomb's down in a really, really tough spot, almost like right dead center of the map, too, so that's not good.
We're going to see a round 11, potentially, unless something crazy unfolds here, Shifty. I really hope not.
I mean, to be fair, if it was somebody you wanted from Saints Academy to be left alive in this 2v4, it's got to be John Wick, as he was able to help his teammate Saucy pull out a 2v5 last round, as he will very wisely back up. He did get some calls from his teammates that somebody was in Boiler. Knights Templar will not let it fall apart quite yet. We are going to guarantee a round 11, which, based on how the kills have laid out, honestly, we've seen neither team really win a lot more offenses than defenses here, which I think has to do with a lack of cohesion as a whole and just kind of relying on the individual gunfights. But Knights Templar, if they're going to stick to their guns, then this is going to be what they wanted. They are back on the offensive. Let's see if they try a cheeky A hit here.
And to be fair, we got to give KT some slack, right? Like, they are playing with a sub due to an unfortunate circumstance. So if they lose this, it's not really a big deal, right? Because they'll get their original 5th back for map 3. Just want to throw that out there, as this has been a really interesting back and forth S&D, and I really hate to see it. I was expecting, you know, like that. Shouldn't say hate to see it. Bad choice of words, but I was really curious to see that, you know, 6-4 happen. I really wanted to see it, you know, because
wanted to see your prediction come to fruition. That's fair.
There's also been a 6-4 comeback in favor of Saints Academy, but neither here or there. Knights Templar is going to steal it. 6-5 is the final, as they are up now 2-0 in this best of 5, going into the infamous Domination.
Holy cow, as we just saw some really, really nice shots come out of Sky there, as he was able to help force the issue towards B and push up and get some aggressive kills for his team there. Nordic 15-8, as he finishes almost double positive with 15 kills in that category. Is, again, taking a look at your final scoreboard here. Everybody from both teams playing pretty well, minus Ducky and Shmoney, respectively. But, again, the Nordic 15-8, Saucy on the opposite side 13-8. So tried to answer back, but just couldn't quite do it. As, again, Knights Templar will win in a 11-round fashion. No aneurysm coming from me.
Yeah, that was a really exciting S&D that we just watched. That was really back and forth. You know, it was really even on the offense and defensive side of things for both teams.
Something that I liked as well, too, though, was how neither team really played better on offense or defense, which is not a good sign from a team standpoint. Like I said, I think that's because of a lack of cohesion. You're not hitting the right bomb together. You're not watching the right cutoffs. You're not making the right play calls. However, it does make it infinitely more entertaining as a commentator to see neither team really gain an advantage on a certain side. So really, really loved it. Really great job from them, as Knights Templar again will round it off in a round 11 fashion. So I believe we will throw it to another very quick break as we get the lobby squared away, and we will be back. I think I did have that aneurysm after that S&D. Yep, St. Petro Dom. It's going to be KT up 2-0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Let it drown inside my veins. The sweetest poison I could take. You make it an art. The way that you scar with every word. But before we reach the end, strike me down again. Come and get it one more time. If you wanna lose your mind. Come and get it one more time. If you wanna lose your mind. Come and get it. Come and get it. Got enough of every melody, they all sound the same. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy, but maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Ooh. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Ooh. Oh, my darkest memories, now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am Shifty here, joined by Breezy, who I believe attempted to reset his mic and potentially get those issues squared away. As if you're just joining us, it is 2-0 in favor of Knights Templar. However, I will toot my own horn here, and I said that if there was a map that Saints Academy was going to come out and steal, it would be this one, as we are loading up into St. Petrograd Domination. It'll be interesting to see how both teams play. This is a map that I have seen Knights Templar struggle with previously, so we'll see how Saints Academy works that in their favor, as we are starting back up again. The right side going to be that Saints Academy squad, all draped in yellow, as Badger and Nordic going to try and help hold down this riverside. These first break kills going to be oh so important, as we do see Saints Academy start on the more favored C side here. It's typically a little closer of a respawn towards B rather than trying to hold down A. So let's see if they can come away with a lead here after the first half.
And I just got back. Sorry. But yeah, it looks like we're kind of neck and neck here, Shifty, as both teams don't really seem to have the advantage over this B flag, which normally you would see like somebody have it by now. As I say that, KT is going to snag the B flag. So now it comes down to how do you neutralize it if you're Saints Academy? Like, what do you got to do? You know, do you push the gun?
Well, you're seeing
it. Do you do
No, you're seeing it right now. You're seeing it right now. The full overextension, such an important factor in domination. However, that does not come without a cost. It is a bit of a double-edged sword as Knights Templar now attains the positive C side. So now they will spawn that much closer as Dill will get cut down by Priestley there. We saw almost an all-red kill feed. Knights Templar starting off very hot in the slaying category, and they're taking a lead now because of that, as both teams struggling to attain control in B. As we'll see if this continues to play out the way it did.
Yeah, this B flag is always scrappy on Petro, right? Like, you see a bunch of craziness happen by that lion statue, and it just comes down to, like, the communication, the pushes, etc., right? Or even trying to flip the map on its head, as you like to say, Shifty, as it doesn't look like anything's really happening from the side of Saints Academy, as KT has got a really comfortable lead so far here in the early going of round 1.
Well, and again, I think that comfortable lead comes from their ability to outslay. We've seen a almost constantly all-red kill feed as members keep dropping like flies from the side of Saints Academy. We have 2 members double negative, 1 member quadruple, now quintuple negative over in Saucy. Yeah, 1 and 6. Yeah, quintuple. Theoretically, it's sextuple now because he is 1 and 6. But either which way, we'll see Knights Templar begin to run away with this again due to that spawn flip that I think at the time was a bit of a desperation play from Saints Academy. Knights Templar turning that into a full advantage from them in no small part to Nordic and Ducky, who are on a 9-kill spree combined as of current.
And it looks like there's a potential trip cap coming in. Even though C hasn't been fully taken over yet, at least I don't believe so. Could be completely wrong, but if you get a trip cap right now, that's mathematically, I mean, it's already pretty much mathematically possible at this early stage. But I like to see how Saints Academy bounces back here after not really being able to put a whole lot of pressure on the map. I don't know if, I mean, how you see
and this is a tough spot
point of view, but this is a really bad position to be in if you're Saints Academy.
This is a tough spot, especially considering Saints Academy did spawn on the advantageous side for the first half, so not being able to attain some type of realistic lead during the first half, not a good sign. As right now, 74-39 and counting, up by 1 point per tick from both squads, as that B flag has not been fully capped yet. Looks like KT will be in a prime position to do so, as now they're locking down the middle of the map. 1 player traversing the end and will pick up 1, but immediately traded off by Priestley. Nice kill there as we see another trip cap come in favor potentially of Knights Templar. They have control of the entire map. Saints Academy can go absolutely nowhere right now.
Nah, that trip cap right there really hurts. Because you get those squad spawns. I guess that's what we call it, right? The squad spawns. And we know how crucial it is to have spawns in your favor on a map like Petro or any other map for that matter. And right now, like, this is not looking good for Saints. They're getting outslayed from what I see. I could be completely wrong. So if you can correct me on that one, Shifty, that would be highly appreciated.
Nope, they're getting outslayed by a huge amount. By a huge amount.
They're getting outslayed. They're getting out-rotated. It's not looking good at all. This is going to be a 3-0, essentially, for the side of KT, as you predicted.
So a 30.
It's mathematically impossible.
so here for the people, especially the ones that said that Saints Academy might bring this one back. So here's a staggering stat for you. Every player combined had 33 kills on Saints Academy. 3 players from Knights Templar had 34 during the first half. So we had 3 players from KT outslay the entire team of Saints Academy during that first half. How's that for some quick caster math for you? That's
insane when you think about it, brother.
Dude, that's nuts. I mean, they had 3 players basically locking down both angles towards middle and towards the center, and towards that C flag area, so nobody could push over and across. As everybody from Saints Academy reeling right now, a 50-point deficit and then some potentially, as the C flag will be ascertained by Knights Templar. And honestly, it's looking bleak, but it's not. They're not out of the woods yet, as Saucy now trying to make a good flank towards that advantageous side. Will be able to do so and at least neutral the C flag here. But again, is it too little too late? Because they're going to need a B flag and potentially an A flag if they plan on bringing this one back.
I was getting ready to say that too. I was getting ready to say, like, Saints Academy, if they want to bring this back, they would need the trip cap, and they would need to be able to hold it for an X amount of time in order to, you know, decrease that lead. But they are just getting punished right now, as we're going to see one player on this C flag, as you pointed out. So now you got the spawns flipped. I do believe so.
Yeah,
now you got a
flipped, but it's go time.
But you've got to literally overextend right now. You sit in
it's go time.
And
it's go time.
Fly. Like,
there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's go time.
You've got to go, and you've got to go quick, as we are coming up on the 3.5-minute mark of this second half. This has been all KT.
So even at this point now, they have to triple cap here, because again, for some quick caster math for you, if you are taking a 2-to-1 hold, every minute you're going to take a 24-point advantage, and at this point, we're getting really, really close to where they're going to need a triple cap for at least 15 to 20 seconds. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that again. We have everybody from the Saints Academy squad besides Priestley struggling to get to that double-digit kills category, and we have 3 that are almost in the 20-kill category for the side of Knights Templar. Is B and C going to be finally back controlled by Saints Academy? If there was a time to start a comeback, it's got to be now, as right now 2 minutes and a half left in this half, as we're seeing John Wick control the center area here, trying to push maybe out towards back B. They do need that A flag, as he's going to push up, not see the member of Knights Templar behind him, as he will pay for that insolence, as Badger will push out now towards the middle of the map. And honestly, it looks like Saints Academy is playing a little bit complacent here. You want to see them get a little bit more aggressive if at all possible.
And that was that's some nice shots coming out from Priestley right there. He just got, like, what is he on? Like a 3-4 streak right now? He's just playing for the stats, right? Like, the game is basically over. Pad your stats. Why not? Have a little bit of fun, you know, as it's a little too late, like you pointed out. They would have had to go a lot quicker to make something happen, right? Like, they just took way too long with their positioning on the map. They didn't get the trip cap that they would have needed and to be able to hold it. What'd you say it was? Like 15, maybe 20 seconds or more to try to bring this back, as it's, like I stated earlier, it's been all KT from the beginning. I mean,
they needed at least an A neutralization for, I mean, probably a quarter of a minute. To say the least. Is I will say they're bringing it back now, so a 40-point deficit is a whole hell of a lot better than a 70-point deficit, so kudos to them now. But again, just too little too late, as John Wick will peek around the corner on your screen and take a kill in the corner camping fashion, as almost all yellow kill feed now, but you got to wonder, where was this during the first half when they spawned on the good side? Again, part of it might be due to you know, the whole Knights Templar running around with knives thing. But nonetheless, either which way, they made their bed. Now they must lay in it, as Knights Templar looking primed and ready to take this 3-0 victory, as it is now mathematically impossible and then some, as Saints Academy unfortunately just going to fall short. And I think that round 11 S&D, especially after the close hard point that we had. I mean, if you guys did miss it, then 37-point victory for the side of Knights Templar on map number 1, then a round 11 victory in the S&D, and then Knights Templar coming out and making me put my foot in my mouth and say, Shifty, you really think that we're going to lose Domination just because you've seen us lose them before? Absolutely not. And they come out and take almost a 30-point victory here, and what a spectacular fashion it was. Congrats to Knights Templar for moving forward.
Absolutely, and I mean, I had to eat my words too, right? I predicted Saints Academy to pull out the upset, and I would have loved to see that because, like you pointed out before we started, it was like a David-Goliath matchup. You had a 2 seed versus a 15 seed, and, well, I mean, you just saw the end results, man. There's not really a whole lot left to say. As GG's to KT, that was well played. And obviously, GG's to Saints Academy. Wish you guys the best moving forward into your scrims and everything else moving forward. It was a privilege to see you guys actually play. Not knowing anything about you guys kind of made me lost for words a little bit, Shifty, if I can.
Well, honestly, I think what you're trying to get at here is that Saints Academy has a lot of potential to continue growing as a team.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the longer and longer that they spend in these leagues playing against some of the top amateur competition that is out and around right now, the better and better they'll get. So really, really great job from Saints Academy for stretching it as long as you did. The round 11 S&D was a nail-biter, but congrats to Knights Templar as they will move forward and play the winner of the Malicious Esports and Dredge Esports match that will be later on tonight, I believe at 9 or 9:30. We will see that match come to your YouTube feed as, again, I will unfortunately not be with you for that match, but I will be in the chat. So say hello if you see me there. Big shout out to all the Saints Academy fans that came out to the stream. We love all of you. Big shout to Morgan Dunn for being in the chat as well. I really appreciate you, dude. You say the word and I'll commentate with you whenever I have a free opportunity. You just tell me when. Thanks so much again to the sponsors of K7 for putting this on. Rogue Energy, Fade Grips, Get Good Hosts, the whole 9 yards. Thanks to Hero for running the production in the background and making our job a lot easier to steal a phrase from Tugboat. But again, on behalf of Shifty, myself, and Breezy, and on behalf of the K7 League, come back here in about an hour and we'll have some more great COD for you. But until then, we're gone.
Peace.